Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Wednesday evening, tomorrow's the last day at work, and today we're talking general what is going on. Um, Obviously, there's a whole lot going on, but I noticed today that the governments around the world are just doing their thing. And it doesn't particularly matter about anybody else, they're doing their thing. Obviously, yesterday you had Trump being arrested. Today we've had the SNP ex leader's husband being arrested just very shortly after she resigned. There's also, see, I wrote it down, the Tory MP, another Tory MP, who's saying that he will lobby for gambling investors. Now, seemingly, the gambling industry has spent hundreds of thousands of pounds on MPs for sweeteners, taking them to Ascot, taking them to Wembley. Then you've got the business, the CBI, who's now embroiled in some sex scandals. So the Treasury and Business and Trade Department are like, oh, we're not speaking to them anymore. Then the UK government, seemingly the asylum figures were inaccurate. Then you've got Jenrick, who's one of the UK MPs, he's been banned for speeding. And then we find out that the parliamentary special interest groups, of which there are more than one for every MP, there's like hundreds of them, are funded in many occasions by foreign governments. And I'm like, really? Sorry, I'm just trying to find something to lean my elbow on. And I was looking at it going, this is ridiculous that I can find this in one day. One day. And that's what I found in the headlines. So the thought in my head was, here's us trying our best to get prepared, to put away our wee stashes, to get ourselves ready just in case we have a power cut, in case we lose our job, in case we get flooded, in case there's problems with the food supply, etc., etc. And they're all out in a jolly. You know, they're all trying to grab as much money as they can while making sure that we, the normal everyday workers, are barely able to keep body and soul together. Do you know, there's all this, oh, we can't afford pay rises because, you know, affect inflation. Well, inflation's already like a way up there. Interest rates are a way up there. But oh my goodness, you lot are enjoying yourselves with all the shares and things like that. And yes, I know everyone says, oh, pension schemes. Do you know, that's where your pension comes from all these shares. Yeah, well, seemingly that's called the shadow banking industry. Now that worries me for a start, that it's the shadow banking industry. But seemingly they're looking to get that cleaned up now. Otherwise, there's going to be a bigger financial crisis. That was the International Monetary Fund that said that. So while they're all doing their wheeling and dealing, here we are doing our stuff, trying to set ourselves up that when it goes squinty, which it invariably will, doesn't have to be a big squinty. This doesn't have to be an SHTF scenario. All it needs for us is for us to lose a job, to lose power, you know, things like that. And we could be in real trouble. And best will in the world, you know, they're like, oh, it's you're scaremongering, it's not that bad. I'm sorry, there was a wee old woman down south was so scared of putting her heating on that she died of hypothermia in her own home. So if that is not a problem, I do not know what is. So yes, we're a bit irked with the politicians all doing their, you know, I'm all right, Jack, kind of thing. Whereas it seems that us, the normal people, as I call us, you know, your working class, we're the ones that are actually helping and looking out for each other. There was something that said there's this NHS thing for parents or what is it, mothers who are more than 10 weeks pregnant and with kids up to 4, they can get extra help for healthy eating, you know, for milk and healthy food for their kids. And there's thousands, like tens of thousands of people have not taken them up on it. Well, that's probably because they don't know. because goodness knows it's difficult enough finding stuff out at the best of times. And if you get a publicity thing, it's normally the politicians going, oh, look what we're doing. And then you never hear about it again. Because, if you heard about it again, you'd be taking money off them. So, there was the big publicity campaign and then it just stopped. So that, again, that's another thing where people are not able to access the help that is available. And then certainly in the UK, 1st of April, oh my goodness, everything went up. Your council tax has increased, your help with the energy bills has decreased, things like that. There's so much has changed. Granted, minimum wage has gone up, pensions have gone up, and benefits have gone up. Not by a lot, and certainly not by the amount the cost of living or inflation has gone up, but they've gone up, which is a blessing. Wages, however, especially in the public sector, not so much. They're still fighting. Teachers, nurses, passport control, environmental department is now thinking about going on strike. So, how that's justifiable, I don't know. And certainly not when, MPs are able to get their electricity bills paid for them through their work. Yes. Certainly, whatever life they're living, it's not the same as mine. So yeah, that's my thing today. I'm just peeved because, we are working hard. I know we are. I know the guys at my work are working hard. The people in the office are working hard. I know people, friends, family, etc., who are working so hard to try and keep body and soul together. And they're swanning about enjoying life. I would love to be able to enjoy life. Unfortunately, the way things are going, there's very little left of what was supposed to be my life to enjoy. But, not that I'm bitter or anything. So yes, that's my thing for today. Now, I have counted my food today. And there was chocolate biscuits, I have to admit. So let me tell you, and then I'll tell you the story, because Mandy was laughing very hard. So today, Wednesday, again, breakfast I had the crumpets, because obviously they were reduced, so they need to be eaten. So that was 12 pence. Then there was 2 chocolate digestives. It had to be done. You see, what happened was, there I was, sitting in the office, and I went into my handbag thinking I had lifted my banana, as I had for the last 2 days, and I have forgot my banana. The banana got forgotten. So I said to Mandy, because we'd made a cup of tea by this time, because it was like, mid-morning, snacky time. So I said to Mandy, I was like, I forgot my banana. Do you want a couple of chocolate digestives? And Mandy's like, I have a spare banana. She didn't even get to finish the sentence. And I'm like, I forgot my banana. Would you like a couple of chocolate biscuits? And she just burst out laughing. She's like, if you could see your face, I don't know anyone who would be going, have the banana now. I take it we're having chocolate biscuits. Okay then. So that's what we did. We had chocolate biscuits. So I have budgeted them at 20 pence for 2 chocolate biscuits. Then I came home for lunch and I had salad. As you know, if you've seen my box, I had lettuce, tomato, peppers, blah, blah, blah. So I made a salad with some more ham, and that was £1.30. And then this afternoon, we had a really, really busy day today, but it was a really positive day at work. But it was quite tiring. So about 3:30, I'm like, right, we're having more tea. And in the back office, there's a filing cabinet with a bottom drawer. And in the bottom drawer, there happened to be chocolate bars. So we had chocolate bars as well. So it was a double-decker, which I bought in the local co-op, and it was 4 for £2. The day I bought it, it was like, get chocolate or we're going to kill people. What can I say? So we did a double-decker each. So that was 50 pence added onto my tally. And then this evening, so proud of myself, because, apart from the digestives and the double-decker, in between, salad, very healthy. And then there was stir-fry, because I used my leek and my broccoli, and I used the mushrooms that I bought on Sunday, and the last of the ham that I'd taken out the freezer, and some noodles, and made it with a honey soy sauce. So when you totaled up what I actually made, it was £3.55. However, my portion control went a bit squinty. So there's enough for 3 portions. So Mandy, I'm doing lunch tomorrow. I'll bring you some of the stir fry. So it's £1.18 a portion. So today my total is £3.30. So I'm quite pleased with that we're holding it about under £4 each day. But I put quite a lot of noodles into that stir fry and a lot of veggies, as you can tell. And I could just go and sleep now. So I think I need to go and have a cup of tea, have a wee relax. Do not eat any more chocolate because I've had quite enough for the day. And plan tomorrow because, busy bee. It's the last day at work. We need to get things ticky boxed, and then we're off for 4 days. So yes, that's my plan. So I will go now, and I will catch you later.